Well, good afternoon and welcome to Tradies Hockey Park at Sylvania. This is Craig Turner and I'm with you this afternoon for the round 17 Sydney Hockey Premiership games in PL2 and PL1 between Northwest Strikers Baulkham Hills and Sutherland. So both teams well into their warm-ups out on the pitch. Let's just go through some of the details for these two antagonists this afternoon. Northwest Strikers come into the game in second position. They've had 11 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. Terrific goal difference, so they've really been scoring goals this season. 60 goals for, just 12 against for a goal difference of 48, and they're on 34 points and in second position. Sutherland, 1 step below them on the premiership table in third. 10 wins, no draws and 4 losses for them. Goal difference of 18. They've scored a few less and conceded a few more than Northwest, and they're on 30 points. So just 4 points behind Northwest. So Northwest in a pretty strong position. They're in second position. They're 1 point behind University of New South Wales, so they're very much still in the race for the minor premiership. So a win today important for them. For Sutherland, they're unlikely to get to the top 2, but they really need a good result today going into the finals and making sure they hold on to that third position into the semis. So last week, Sutherland had a really good result against Ryde, running out winners 3-2, got up 3-0 in that game, and before Ryde put a couple of late goals in. So a really strong result for Sutherland there last week. Northwest Strikers equally had a dominant game. Northwest Strikers 5, Bryce 1. So they come in with a very good result last week as well. These two teams last played on the 15th of June, so not that long ago, just over a month ago, and on that occasion, Northwest Strikers convincing winners 3-1 against Sutherland. So there's the stats coming in. You'd say from all of that, Northwest Strikers starting as favourites, but Sutherland are on their home pitch, so that's worth half a point, I reckon, and they'll provide a good account of themselves this afternoon. So let's have a look at the team lists, starting with Northwest Strikers. Brendan Clinch in goals, Stuart Fletcher in 11, Lee Cormack 12, Harrison Cook 17, Cooper Smith 21, Brett Giffen 23, Craig Campbell in 25, Luke Thorncraft in 26, Declan Thorne in 27, Lloyd Radcliffe in 29, Pat McGann 30, Robbie Maguire 31, and Tyler Willett in 32. For Sutherland, we've got Dan Bryant in goals, Zach McGregor back after a week away in 7, Hayden Neal in 8, Riley Lloyd in 10, Oliver Turner, he's back from half a dozen weeks away, so first game back for him, 245, Lewis Olsen 260, Darcy Cast 282, Oliver Bollard 285, Matt Thompson 289, Isaac Olsen 331, Blake Sharp 332, Toby Jennings 339, Wade Tonner 350, he's back after a game in first last week, Mason Neal 356, and Coach Grant Hollyman with Sutherland, Sally Schmidt the coach for Northwest Strikers. We've just completed the PL3 game between these same two clubs. Important win there for Sutherland. 7-3 the final score after a fairly hot start when they went to a quick 3-0 lead. So that helps Sutherland certainly in their chase to retain a top 2 spot coming into the finals. Sutherland of course have a final round next week against Moorebank Liverpool, so more tough games there going to the finals. Northwest Strikers, I think they face up against Northern Districts for their final premiership round before the finals commence. So I've got our umpires out on the pitch and the players will be with them shortly. Scott O'Brien and Abby Moss there on the pitch, just waiting for the teams to join them. From the commentary position, it's certainly looking like excellent conditions. I think the players might describe it as hot. After a fairly cool winter, the sun's certainly come out now, and it almost feels like September. So there'll be plenty of players looking for a drink at a quarter time break, I'm sure of that. So Sutherland starting with the ball. Mason Neal will have the hit off. And we get the ball away. Trying to finding Jennings out on the right. Down the sideline, Mason Neal just missing that trap. Good lead, lateral lead from him. And Northwest Strikers trying to get it across the pitch, but Sutherland's press very mobile there. Didn't allow them to get outside them down the right-hand side. So Northwest back into the centre. Luke Thorncraft there. Sends it across to Tyler Willett. Pokes it wide. Northwest trying to reset here. To retain possession, throw it through the back. Thorncraft goes wide. Vital touch there from Sharp. Laid it off to Jennings, but the shot, no connection there. No connection there from number 13. I'll yet to find out who that is, but ball onto Oliver Bollard's foot, so a penalty corner, first of the game to Northwest. So Willett on the left battery, just the one battery for Northwest. Good trap. Well struck, but Bryant covered the line well, got across to the left-hand side, saved in his glove. So Tonner brings it away. Sharp out left. Sutherland just walking the ball up. Northwest holding their press at the halfway line. Matt Thompson received well there. Sends it down the line to Darcy Cast. Sharp's pass intercepted. Harrison Cook now. Sutherland stream back, trying to block it off. And so Sutherland have held up the play, got their numbers back in defence. Playing a long advantage there. Northwest go back. This is good possession by Northwest in attack. Keeping the pressure on Sutherland's defence. Now switching left, see if they can find a gap out wide. Willett with the lead there, but ball just out of reach. So Zach McGregor will restart from the 16. Back with Tonner. Cooper Smith harassing. But, Tonner. Great toss there from McGregor. Finds Oliver Bollard on the lead. He's gone for the shot. But didn't really get onto that back of the stick. Which the umpire picked up. Great lead. And good vision there from McGregor to see that down through the middle. One pass got past a whole line of midfield defence. Really opened Northwest up. McGregor again in the centre. Harrison Cook harassing. McGregor will probably win a penalty there, I think. Nope. Didn't read that one. Tonner intercepts, but Cook trying to take it off him. Oh, it's a bit sloppy there in the centre. Willett now with the ball. Sorry, that was Stuart Fletcher. Ball lifted there. Yeah, first stick was off, I think, Brett Giffen. McGregor again with another overhead, this time down the right sideline. Finds Mason Neal leading wide. Another missed trap. He's got himself into good position twice there, Neal, but not able to receive the pass. Northwest probably winning the battle on possession at this stage and field position. Strong pass into the circle there. Tonner got a stick on it. And from there fell to Jennings. He's trying to work it down that left-hand side. And just off the Northern District stick there before going over the back line. So McGregor gets to get it away again. Another overhead. Long this time. But Northern Districts have seen a few of those, so they're dropping a little deeper now from those 16s. I'm trying to make sure they're first to pick up those overheads. Cooper Smith, good win from him there. Stuart Fletcher pushing it wide. Sutherland survive. Northwest certainly putting the pressure on Sutherland's circle. Tonner goes wide to Jennings. He's hemmed in. Northwest much higher on their press. They're really putting the pressure on Sutherland just as they come out of their 25 now. Riley Lloyd. He's gone for the mini overhead. And there's a trifecta for Mason Neal. That's great movement from Fletcher. Jennings able to intercept. And that ball through. Got in behind Sutherland's defence, but not able to be picked up. So McGregor again looking for somewhere in the midfield to go. Northwest focusing on blocking up those channels. Tonner out wide to Lewis Olsen. Hayden Neal with that intercept. Tries for the overhead, but didn't get onto it at all. So simple turnover. Good intercept there from Neal. Another chance. Throws this ball through into space. Looking for Cass, running through. Declan Thorne got back, made sure he was there to the ball first. So Northwest attacking in numbers here. That ball through to Cooper Smith was looking particularly dangerous, but he wasn't able to trap going into the D. Sutherland scrambling a bit there in defence. Northwest now pressing high, and McGregor again goes long. This time he's got Matt Thompson in his sights. Good pick by Thompson. Has Lloyd in field. Olsen to his right, but he goes to Neil. Into Turner. And he loses the ball there in the centre. Craig Campbell with the ball forward, really taking advantage of the turnover there, trying to get the ball through to the high striker. Now with Thompson. And a restart from the 25 to Sutherland. McGregor goes wide to Neil. He's looking for a lead in front. So Sutherland not yet got their midfield pattern just quite right. They've actually struggled to get a bit of possession forward of the 25 in this first quarter. And they've thrown a lot of long balls from the back. Thorncraft goes to the right. Out to Campbell. Super ball through there. He had Harrison Cook in his sights. Right along the back line. And just a yard in front of him. Tonner picks up Turner. Northwest just hold off. Happy for Sutherland to pass the ball deep in their defence. And a turnover just on the 25. Campbell with the ball infield onto Tonner's foot. So free hit there. Fletcher. Willett goes to the back line with Cook. And his pass just not strong enough there, and Tonner able to intercept. But three good passes from Northwest into the D. And they're putting real pressure on Sutherland here towards the end of this first quarter. Tonner with a pretty important intercept there. Mason Neal trying to find Thompson leading forward, but picked off. And Northwest come again. Good tackle from Sharp there. Olsen. This is where Sutherland need to retain possession under pressure. Finds Isaac Olsen in field. Gets past Fletcher. It's got Thompson to his left. Not a bad idea with that pass. He was just lobbing it forward into space for Thompson to lead to. He was always going to get to the ball first, but just a little far in front for Thompson to reach. A smart play there from Olsen rather than going direct to the player. Just threw the ball into the space. Just had a little bit much on it. Cooper Smith. Well, the umpire certainly didn't like that tackle from Wade Tonner. And a penalty corner. Second for Northwest Strikers as we come into the final 3 minutes of this first quarter. Sutherland having to work hard in defence here. And probably a few too many turnovers for their liking coming out of defence. So again, it's Tyler Willett on the battery at the top. Last one was low to Bryant's left. Missed trap there at the top, but a second chance with Fletcher. Gone to the right. Bryant got down to block. And good defence there from Sutherland. Northwest recovered from the initial missed trap at the top and puts some real pressure on Sutherland's goal there. Bollard past Fletcher. Got Thompson to his left, but he goes to cast up high. Sutherland need a result here. Ball into Thompson. Great shot and a miracle save on the goal line. Number 13 got his stick in the way there. So Northwest through Campbell win the penalty from the left, the relieving penalty that'll get them out of trouble there. Just on a minute to go this first quarter. Score's still 0-0. Campbell looks long. Found Brett Giffen, but he couldn't trap under pressure. And great little overhead there from Isaac Olsen, looking for his brother down the right side. Giffen looks infield. Sharp now with the ball into the final 15 seconds. Got Lloyd in field. He goes long, but not to a blue stick. And over the back line, I think that'll be the final play for this quarter. Both teams heading for the dugouts. So end of quarter one, 0-0. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the second quarter. So teams back on the pitch for quarter two. Still 0-0, but a pretty convincing first quarter from Northwest Strikers. They certainly had the weight of possession, field position and opportunities in the circle. Sutherland will be looking to sort of build a bit more through their midfield, I think, in this second quarter. McGregor with another long pass. He's got Thompson out wide. Super receive from Thompson into the D. Not able to get the result there. Sharp back to Holson. Goes infield to McGregor. He's gone forward but intercepted well by Fletcher. McGregor cast. Got his stick on the ball. And umpire playing advantage there in the end. Blew the penalty corner for Sutherland. Good pressure there from Sutherland in the D. All built off a terrific overhead from McGregor and an even better receive from Thompson out wide. In the end, they were able to exert some sustained pressure on the D and have come away with their first penalty corner. Blake Sharp coming up to the second battery. So I've got McGregor on the left, Sharp on the right. Comes to McGregor, gets onto it, good shot, and I think off the defender's leg. Umpire must be calling that as going outside the goal because there was no one behind. That being said, Sutherland not complaining, so I think that's understood. Second corner. Again to McGregor. Just a little slower at the top, and Declan Thorne able to get out to it, but off the defender's feet. And a third penalty corner for Sutherland. McGregor lays it left this time to Neil. Sharp. And he had time there, but technically fluffed the shot. Sutherland lucky to get control of the ball again. Fletcher. Good work from Northwest to work that ball out of their defence. Oliver Bollard with the circle, but to Tonner. Through Jennings. Giffen under pressure from 2, goes back to Radcliffe. Aidan Taylor. Riley Lloyd out left, but he's dispossessed under pressure from 2. And Northwest on the attack again. This one goes into the D, but McGregor. Fletcher with the shot, blocked by Neil. Ball fell onto his feet, so penalty corner there for Northwest. Fletcher looking for Giffen, got the deflection, but Bryant saved. And Giffen with the shot there. See the replay here, into the centre, Giffen, and just somehow that one stayed out. Willett. Again. Giffen. Good pick up there by Tonner. Comes forward. Finds Olsen. Good receive. Good control from Olsen there. He'll pick the penalty there on Radcliffe. Olsen again. Radcliffe got in the way. Good work by Olsen down the right-hand side there, but in the end just couldn't combine. So, Croft goes wide through Cormac. Block there from Cast. Turner back to Tonner. And into McGregor. That's well worked from Sutherland. Now out left. Mason Neal. He's got Cast leading forward. Throws it infield looking for McGregor, but it was well in front of him. Good working there by Lewis Olsen. So McGregor looks forward. Goes wide to Neal. Taylor from the sideline. Long ball. Cast. And Oliver Bollard overlapping, but all intercepted by Cormac. Taylor again. That's a good possession by him. And he's dropped it out to Tonner. Harrison Cook applying the pressure. Unfortunately for him, ball bounced up off his stick. So Tonner gets the relieving penalty. They'll go wide to Jennings. Immediately under pressure, Cooper Smith. Through Bollard. Wide to Neil, and he goes forward in space. Got Turner into his left. Good pass and good receive. Left to Lloyd. And that was well read by Cormac in defence. Good tackle there, coming back from Turner. And he's picked him again. Turner's on fire. Lloyd into the D. Olsen, Neil. And a really good patch of play there from Sutherland. A couple of good quick passes. The last one through Riley Lloyd to Mason Neil. Got the ball under his back stick and from short range puts it into the corner of the net. And Sutherland have their first goal on the board. Radcliffe on the ball there and he leaves it for Thorne. Back to him again. Neil. Thorncraft with a good intercept there. Northwest, despite the goal, immediately pressing on Sutherland's defence again. Tonner goes wide to Sharp. Has Isaac Olsen leading wide, but not able to take the back stick receive. Radcliffe from the side, goes into Fletcher. Sorry, that's Willett. Isaac Olsen again, Thompson. And he's got some speed down that right side. Lifts the ball in, Lewis Olsen. And a very strong foot there on Lee Cormac. Umpire just waiting to see if any advantage fell to Sutherland. Always the penalty corner was going to come. So 2.5 minutes in this quarter remaining. Sutherland with the 1 goal advantage. Putting a second away here just before half time would put them in a strong position. So we've got 2 batteries on the top. Sharp on the left. Lewis Olsen to the right. Comes to Olsen. Not trapped there from Lloyd. Back to Lloyd again. Another chance. And that ball off Lee Cormac high over the back of the net. So restart from the 25 for Sutherland. Sharp's on the ball. Bollard comes forward, he's looking for Olsen out wide. Eventually gets there. Ball across from Olsen, right onto Castick, just on a metre from the goal and under pressure over the back line. Great pass in there from Olsen. Found Cast right where you'd want him. And Northwest dodged a bullet there. Thorncraft with the ball down the right, but Tonner working back with Taylor. And Thompson, good evasion from Thompson there, comes forward down the left. That was well worked by Sutherland out of their deep left defence. Might get one more chance coming forward. Bollard needs to hold on to this. Tonner. And finds Taylor out wide. Just 30 seconds to go. Northwest aiming to try and get the ball into the D. Harrison Cook's leading freely up there. Back with Thorncraft. And he goes long and actually in space over the back line. Both teams deciding the last 6 seconds not worth bothering with. So we head into the break with Sutherland 1-0 up. Courtesy a goal from Mason Neal towards the end of that second quarter. So Sutherland will be pleased with that first half. They really survived a lot of pressure from Northwest. And they head into the break with the advantage. Both teams everything to play for in the second half. Northwest certainly won't be discouraged. They've had a lot of ball and a lot of field position, so they'll come out firing again. I think it'll be a fairly exciting second half. Hope you're back in a couple of minutes. So teams coming back onto the pitch for second half. This PL2 game, Northwest Strikers versus Sutherland. Sutherland with the 1-0 advantage at half-time, courtesy of a goal from Mason Neal towards the end of that second quarter. Those that were with us through the first half will have seen that Northwest certainly had the balance of the possession and the field position and put a lot of pressure on Sutherland Circle. So they'll be keen to take advantage of that in the second half. Again, back to Thorncraft, back to McGann, and down that left side. Sharp getting well forward there. Ball there off. That might have been Toby Jennings. No, actually it's been pulled much further back. Radcliffe on the ball there in the centre. It's a free hit. Again, back to Fletcher. Cormac. Great ball through there. Oh, the Willett was the target. McGregor with another one of those long overheads. This one's found Isaac Olsen, and he'll pick that up just inside the back line. Lovely little touch there. Across the D. Was looking for Matt Thompson, but Brendan Clinch in goals just stretched a long left pad out. Great attack down the left side there from Sutherland. Certainly needed a save there from Clinch. Thompson was sweating on that ball. Cormac across to McGann. His pass picked up there by Hayden Neal. He comes forward, sends it across the D, and Cormac able to intercept but not control over the back line. So restart for Sutherland at the 25. Sharp. McGregor, ball into the D. Darcy Cass leading forward there. Very good pass in from McGregor. Umpire just called a little timeout there. He's gone across to have a chat to the tech officer. Not quite sure what this is about. Got an extended conversation there with the tech officer. I think some conversation perhaps about the player list. I'm not sure.
Really struggles with his geography, culture.
Isaac Olsen has gone off there, and I'm not quite sure what that's about. Certainly not gone off with a card. I think he's perhaps, well, there's a mystery. So Sutherland still with their full complement. Riley Lloyd came on in place of Isaac Olsen. Fletcher now on the ball. Cormac. Thorncraft goes left to McGann, and he's gone down the sideline. Cooper Smith. Good receive. Retains possession of the ball in front of Bollard. And in the end, he's a bit unfortunate there for Smith. He just lifted that ball just a little bit too much. And Bollard wins the penalty. McGregor sent plenty of long overheads. Northwest have learnt from that. They've dropped back a little. And there it goes again. McGann well underneath, and Darcy Cast was the target. Well received, but umpire judged he was inside the 5 of the Northwest Strikers defender. Thorncraft across to Cormac. Goes wide to McGann. Into Radcliffe. And down the left, Fletcher. Good evasion skills there, wins the penalty against 2. Got the ball, just tucked it in behind. That's elevated from Cormac into the D. Good pressure there from Northwest Strikers. Held the ball coming forward and got Fletcher high for an extra man. Tonner to Neil. Finds Darcy Cast out wide. And he's got some pace, gets past McGann. Throws the ball infield. Looking for Lloyd, but goes behind him. And Giffen with the ball down there. And right back the other end of the pitch, Riley Lloyd is sitting down, not looking great there. I think he might be heading off. Not sure if that's an ankle or something else, but he's hobbling off and not looking too fit. Turner, out to Taylor. Taylor to Neil. With Isaac Olsen, carries the ball forward strongly, has Cast to his right, and got the ball across the D, but not before he'd just gone over the back line. So Northwest Strikers survive there. Willett. Thorncraft to Cormac. And he's looking long, but has to go left. So good defence there from Sutherland, blocking up the centre. They win the turnover out on the sideline. Toby Jennings will restart there. Taylor. Turner lets that one go. Jennings picks it up on the right. Cast. Sorry, that's Thompson. And gets to the top of the D. Ball still on his stick to Olsen. Just couldn't find space for the shot. Back with Olsen. Good pick up there from Olsen again. Mason Neal with the shot. Saved by Clinch. There's some good circle pressure there from Sutherland. Back with Tonner. Turner mistrapping there. Great pick up there from Neal. Just a little jink. Ball across the D, and Mason Neal needed to do the swan dive, I think. Ball just in front of him. Really well set up there from Hayden Neal. Good little piece of skill at the top of the D. Got it to the back line, and then the ball flat across the front of the goal. Certainly outside Brendan Clinch's reach. Radcliffe now. Fletcher. Cormac. Overhead out wide. Willett couldn't receive ball. Looking into the sun with that one coming across. Would have been difficult receive. So Riley Lloyd back on the pitch, so wasn't a game-ending injury after all. Wade Tonner. McGregor. Goes wide to Sharp. Doesn't control that. Willett. Sends it down the sideline. Cooper Smith. Into the D. Willett. Good save there from Bryant. Sees the ball over the back line. Fletcher. Cormac. McGann. Into the circle. And Thorncraft leading forward. And really close to a deflection. So we're seeing here Northwest very prepared to rotate their players through the lines. Thorncraft coming forward from deep defence to get into that attacking position. Creates a real dilemma for the defence. Cormac. Again, lets that go through, but no one reading that. Tonner. He'll use Sharp in the centre. Turner. Back to Tonner. And down the sideline to Thompson. Good receive by him again. Under pressure. Henry Yoland now. Yoland again. Oh, good tackle there from Tonner. Lloyd coming forward. Gets the ball onto Radcliffe's foot. Just on 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Dangerous pass there from Tonner. Harrison Cook almost intercepts. Right across the centre of the field. He'd like to have that one again, I think. Sharp. He'll go long down the left. Lewis Olsen. Again now on the ball. Just pops it onto Lewis Olsen's feet. So scores still just 1-0 in Sutherland's favour. Have to say that's not yet a winning proposition. Yoland out wide, not able to trap that one, but he gets it back off Thompson. Sends it forward. Ball lifted high there, but play on. Giffen. And ball, I think, onto Taylor's foot. And a penalty corner for Northwest. So in the final 2 minutes of this quarter, Sutherland need to pull out all stops here to survive on this corner and retain that 1 goal advantage. So Radcliffe trapping Cormac on the battery. Yoland injecting. Good trap. Yoland sends it forward, looking for the deflection. Looking for the deflection there off Fletcher. So they're trying to catch the Sutherland defence out around the penalty spot. Comes again. This time Ratcliffe not able to trap cleanly, but he's on the ball still. And a third penalty corner. So just 30 seconds now. Likely this should be the final opportunity for this quarter. Radcliffe traps, sends it wide to Fletcher. And Sutherland get in front there. So good defence between Tonner, Sharp and Bryant, but another penalty corner in the dying seconds. And a fourth opportunity for Northwest. They're certainly looking for the deflections in front of the keeper rather than relying on the strong shot from the top. Cormac goes looking for Harrison Cook for the deflection, and that one goes wide of Bryant's right post. So teams go in for the break. No score in the quarter. Sutherland retain their 1-0 lead at the end of the third quarter, and in a couple of minutes we'll be out for the final quarter of this game. So teams coming back on for the final quarter of this PL2 game. Sutherland versus Northwest Strikers. Sutherland go into the final quarter with a 1-goal advantage, leading 1-0. That's courtesy of a second quarter goal from Mason Neal. But it's been a very even encounter. Both sides creating opportunities, probably Northwest with slightly more opportunities inside the D. Again, Thorncraft. Thorncraft goes wide to Willett. He'll get to the D under pressure from Olsen. Lifts that ball across the D, and that was immediately blown. He was looking for Giffen, but it was well above knee height, and fairly straightforward decision for the umpire. McGregor with a long overhead. That one near 3/4 of the pitch. Sutherland holding their press at the halfway line, so Northwest walk the ball up. Cormac goes wide to the left. Harrison Cook making good lead there, gets in front of Jennings. Fletcher now sends it wide to Thorncraft. He gets past Thompson. And still on the ball. We'll just allow it off Sutherland stick over the back line, and Radcliffe gets the ball again from the 25. Sharp brings that away from the circle, out to Cast. He keeps possession there with a penalty on Yowland. Jennings looks for Thompson. Great pickup from Thompson there. Back to Tonner. Good ball movement here. Sharp. Back to Tonner. McGregor. Again now. Still with McGann. Looks forward. Fletcher. Good ball in there. Giffen on the back line. Well covered by Bryant in goals. Again. Cormac. And umpire's blown a penalty corner there. And I think that message has come from the other umpire, Scott O'Brien. So Northwest with the first opportunity from the penalty corner spot in this fourth quarter. Giffen now injecting. Willett on the battery. And he goes for the drag flick. And one heads wide from the Sutherland sick. I think Bryant just got a little deflection on that one. Again with the ball through the D, but Wrong side of Giffen for him to do anything with it. McGregor, Tonner to his right. Jennings. Good work there from Cook to win that ball. Again, goes wide to Radcliffe. Cormac. Thorne able to get onto that. Then to Fletcher. Good tackling there from Darcy Cass and Oliver Bollard with the ball. And again, might be a little lucky to get out of that one. Tonner sends it forward to Isaac Olsen. And a ball onto Declan Thorne's feet. Toby Jennings in acres of space to the right, and Sharp sends it there. Unfortunately, Jennings not able to trap. Ball down the sideline, drifted out. So Jennings able to restart, sends it back to McGregor. He goes left to Tonner. Cook comes forward quickly. Sharp into Neal. Finds Lewis Olsen. Sutherland keep the ball from the sideline. Sharp back to Tonner. Jennings again in space out to the right. And McGregor uses him with another overhead. Again, Jennings not able to control. It's a shame in that sort of space. Tonner to Jennings. Northwest, Cooper Smith. Darcy Cast with pressure on him, ball over the back line. Willett now from the 25. Back to McGann. Sutherland all back in defence. Cormac brings the ball forward to the 25. And can't get past Lewis Olsen, who now carries it forward. He's got Riley Lloyd in his centre. Good break forward from Sutherland there. Declan Thorne through to Giffen. He goes left. Henry Yoland. And Cooper Smith in front now, just with Jennings there to beat. Smith's past him, past Tonner. And Bryant has to come forward and makes a good save there. So strong run from Smith there, beat two before getting into the D. Cormac wide to Thorne. Radcliffe sends the ball across the D, and Bryant sends it straight back. Ball in through the D, lifted, but not danger. No danger there from the umpire. So just over the back line and a restart from the 25. McGann into Fletcher on the top of the D, trying to work the ball in. Had Radcliffe in his sights, but he was not able to trap. So Sutherland still with the 1 goal advantage. 8 minutes to go, which is plenty of time for opportunities. Cass putting pressure there on Cormac. Sutherland working back in defence here. Wide to Thorne. Again, now comes forward and out to Willett. Jennings runs through, but over the top of the ball. Cooper Smith with it. Ball came to Guy Smith. Had that shot, but went wide of the post. Bouncing ball through the D in the end off Oliver Turner's body. And the umpire's blowing a penalty corner. So Northwest with plenty of pressure here. Another opportunity for the top. They've been looking for the deflections in front of goal. Players coming from both sides. This time it's looking like that one was a direct shot, but into Hayden Neal's body. He thought it might have been quite high. Umpire Scott O'Brien letting Neal know why the penalty corner was blown. I think the rule there is if you're within 5 yards of the strike. In any case, another corner. Not trapped this time. Bounces through, and Neal with a second effort deflects the ball wide. Cooper Smith. Yoland now with Radcliffe, so Northwest peppering the circle here. And that pass from Radcliffe just in front of Smith. McGregor goes for the overhead wide, this time to Isaac Olsen. And he's done a good job receiving that one. And retains the ball on the right sideline. Blake Sharp, overhead down the line. He's got Mason Neal in his sights. Good option there from Sharp. Neal was only a yard short, leading across. Ball back with Northwest. McGann brings it forward. Cast up, putting pressure on. Smith. Ball through to Guy Smith again, but Bryant did the work there to get right up and put pressure on Smith just as he received. Did an excellent job in shutting that one down. So under 4 minutes now remaining. Another opportunity from the penalty corner for Northwest. Sutherland must have seen most of the variations by now. Willett on the battery. Rolled off left. Fletcher with the strike, and Bryant got down low to his right and made the save. So that one was well executed at the top. And Fletcher got a good shot away, and it required good movement from Daniel Bryant to keep that one out. In the meantime, Northwest have taken their keeper off. So in this final 3 minutes, they have 11 field players on, trying to take advantage of the extra player. Again, now with the ball from the sideline. No, too far forward, so it's back with Willett into Cormac. He'll go right. Cooper Smith had the ball in there on the stick, tried to get the shot away, but umpire said back of the stick, ball forward with Lewis Olsen. No goalkeeper. And Willett got back and defended strongly, but the umpire thought there was a bit too much there in sending the ball over the back line and has consequently called a penalty corner for Sutherland. So Northwest have to defend here without a goalkeeper. And under 2 minutes remaining. So real opportunity here for Sutherland to cement this win. No keeper. McGregor and Olsen at the top. No, just McGregor. One battery. Lloyd will trap this. McGregor. And McGann with the save. Super save from McGann there. Ball did drop onto his feet, but not after making the stick save. So another penalty corner. Sutherland will be happy with the extra penalty corner. Takes extra time off the clock. Now down to 1 minute remaining. And McGregor will likely try again. Goes left, Neil. And another goal line save, this time from Cormac. So, good work from Northwest. 2 goal line saves there. Lewis Olsen wins the obstruction there. The ball down the sideline. Just 20 seconds remaining. McGregor sends it right. Sutherland playing the sidelines now. And final tackle there for McGregor. And the Sutherland bench applaud the 1-0 victory. A very important win from Sutherland. As I said earlier at the start of this stream, Sutherland came in 3rd position, Northwest in 2nd. It won't be enough to lift Sutherland to 2nd, but a really vital win for them. And they'll be well pleased with their work this afternoon. They've had to defend strongly for most of that game against Northwest's attacking pressure. Really strong effort from Daniel Bryant today. He was on his game, made several strong saves. And the back two of Zach McGregor and Wade Tonner were also very strong for Sutherland. So 1-0 in this PL2 encounter. We'll be back in a few minutes with the PL1 game, Sutherland versus Northwest Strikers. Well, good afternoon from Tradies Hockey Park at Sylvania for this round 17 game, BL1 game between Sutherland and Northwest Strikers. I'm Craig Turner and I'm providing the commentary this afternoon on this pretty vital game between these two teams as we come into the finals of heading into finals for the Sydney Hockey Competition. Round 17, just this week's game, and next week to go. Sutherland come into the game in first position, where they've been all of this season, in fact, and 11 wins, 3 draws, no losses. Terrific goal difference of 58 goals. They've been scoring freely this year, 79 goals for, 21 against, and they're on top of the table on goal difference from Ryde with 36 points. Northwest Strikers come in on 5th position, 25. So they've scored not quite so many goals and conceded a few more. 21 is their goal difference, and they're on 25 points. So both teams look secure for participation in the finals. Sutherland still playing for a top 2 finish and ideally minor premier status. So if we look at results from last week, Sutherland and Ryde played out a 4-all draw. Come from the death for that one. Goal in the last couple of seconds to snatch the draw after Ryde made a really good start. And for Northwest Strikers, they had a 3-1 win over Briars. These two teams last played on the 15th of June, and on that occasion it was a draw. Sutherland 2, Northwest Strikers 2. So we would be expecting a equally tight encounter today, notwithstanding the respective positions on the table. If we look at team lists for Northwest Strikers, got Sean O'Brien in goals, Cody Tribe in 2, Luke Potter in 3, Michael Arthur in 4, Hugh Wickett 6, Michael Taylor in 7, Sam Carr 8, Zane Drennan in 9, Paul Council in 10, Jalen Harrison 14, Reagan Harrison 16, Lane Carr 24. Coaches Barry Reid. And for Sutherland, Nathan Ackroyd in goals, Aaron Kershaw in 2, Mitch Ray in 3, Angus Cullinan in 4, Ian McClung in 5, Alex Shaw in 9, Matt Bennett 11, Scott Govers 12, Justin Murray in 14, Henry Jones 15, Luke Noblet 17, Riley Nyland 18, and Jack Hayes in 19. So Sutherland have got a few players back this week that were missing in the top of the table clash with Ryde last week. So Ian McClung, Alex Shaw and Scott Govers all additions to the team from last week. Blake Hernandez still missing in action. He's out this week, and that's certainly impacting Sutherland on their penalty corner configuration. So having said that, Sutherland have scored plenty of field goals this year, particularly through Matt Bennett, who's scored 15 goals, and Alex Shaw on 13. And Jack Hayes also amongst the leading goal scorers with 8. So plenty of goals across Sutherland's midfield and striker line. Also, the penalty corner setup has been very successful for them. So Sutherland out on the pitch, just waiting for Northwest Strikers. Sutherland always enjoy the home game. You have to think it's worth half a goal. Playing conditions very good here this afternoon. I was looking earlier in the afternoon, it might be pretty warm, but it's cooled off a bit with a breeze coming through. Northwest a little bit slow to take the pitch, and still recovering some balls from their warm-up.
Let's go, Cody. Show Tash how to do it.
So Sutherland with the ball to start.
One day you guys can be the ball boy.
Henry Jones into Angus Cullinan in the centre. Noblet now. Finds McClung wide. Mistrap there from Noblet. Drennan brings the ball forward. Good control by him. Sorry, that was Jalen Harrison. Good control coming into the D. And wins the penalty, and a first penalty corner for Northwest. So Michael Taylor lining up on the battery on the left. And looks like Lane Carr on the right. Comes to Taylor. Well executed. Ackroyd makes the save. And Mitch Ray able to get it clear. Free hit to Northwest just outside the D. And Hayes gets that clear. Nyland with a good receive, carries it wide, but loses out to Carr. Gubbers. Goes left to Ray. Into Cullinan. McClung. Cullinan leading through there, just not receiving the ball well. Cullinan's only been back a few games, but he's starting to look like he's getting his touch. Murray. Hoping to find Nyland there. Harrison gets past Ray. Then Murray still carrying it through. But enough Sutherland players back there. And Gubbers able to shepherd it over the back line. And Noblet gets it away. Quickly out to McClung. Goes infield, finds Hayes. Beats two, but not Taylor. Long ball through. Two players there in front of Bennett. Northwest will know that Sutherland like looking long. Noblet. Lovely pass through to Bennett. Inside the D. And Reagan Harrison able to intercept that pass across. Murray with the ball on the 25. Nobler bringing it forward, drops it back to Gubbers, but not far enough. Paul Council getting in the way. Harrison again coming forward. And Mitch Ray with strong tackle there. Really good positioning by Ray there. Bennett. Under pressure from two there, but retains the possession. McClung looks forward to Hayes. Breaks into space. Into Nyland. Cross the goal. And O'Brien let that one go. I think had he been aware, a little more aware of Bennett's presence, he may not have. Bennett only missed that by inches. Tribe out to Taylor. Hayes. Noblet. He's got Alex Shaw wide to the left. Centred across the goal. Henry Jones. Henry Jones dropped that ball forward for Alex Shaw coming in and looked like there was no one to beat, but managed to get the ball across the goal and Northwest survive. Umpire says that's from the sideline. Taylor with the long overhead. Zane Drennan chasing that, but not able to pull it in. Noblet restarts. Murray in a lot of space. Both teams a bit stretched. Midfield starts to compress now. Nyland looking to get round Cody Tribe. He's shadowed him all the way. And in the end, that was good persistence there by both players. In the end, Nyland won out with a little stick check from Cody Tribe, but good effort by both of them. So a first penalty corner for Sutherland. Northwest players behind the goal putting on all the protective equipment. So Alex Shaw well, Northwest survived there. Sutherland streamed back in defence. Ray again. Jalen Harrison had the receive, got the ball on his stick into the D now. He'll look for a foot, and he found Mitch Ray's left foot, and a penalty corner. Northwest with their second opportunity from the set play. Comes to Taylor again. Super connection there from Taylor at the top, and he put that low to Ackroyd's right. Absolutely nothing he could do to reach that one. Ackroyd, little covering the centre of the goal there. Tried to stretch to his right, but just that ball just beat him with pace and direction. So Northwest with the first goal on the board through Michael Taylor. Callanan, good receive and turn by him. Comes forward with pace, finds Hayes to his left. Hayes sends the long overhead looking for Bennett. He's able to receive in 5 yards of space. Puts it across the D. Callanan receives in the end. And Hugh Wickett then there with a good defence. Hayes trying to carry forward. Lane Carr held him up. Henry Jones now. Back to Hayes. Into the D. A little too high. Trapped by Cody Tribe, but a little too high, and Northwest get the relieving penalty. Good attack there from Sutherland. Couple of balls and entries into the D. Regan Harrison. Cody Tribe sends it long. Zane Drennan on the ball to the back line. And Northwest appealing for the penalty there, but not given. And Sutherland comes streaming forward. Hayes on the ball. He'll look long again, looking to Bennett on that right-hand side. Great receive from Bennett. Got in behind Regan Harrison, who was perilously close to inside the 5. But Bennett got the shot away, but from a tight angle, sent it high over the crossbar. Tribe goes right. Michael Arthur, the target there, but Callanan comes away with it. McClung looking infield, finds Murray. McClung looking wide, but Lane Carr picks it up. Northwest come forward again. Drennan with that ball over the sideline. Scott Gubbers. He goes left to pick up Hayes. Infield to Jones. Lovely little jink there. Forward to Bennett. Sends it left to Shaw. And a super shot from Alex Shaw to the far goal post. Just before that replay, super pass from Bennett. Shaw receives and sets up the tomahawk, and pinpoint precision with that shot. Beats Sean O'Brien with pace and direction. So Sutherland back on level terms. Great field goal there from Alex Shaw. Drennan, his pass intercepted, but he was obstructed on the way through. So Northwest keep the ball. Hugh Wicket. Through Taylor. Shaw coming forward, has Nyland in field. Pretty good opportunity. Callanan coming forward there. Bennett. And O'Brien basically stood in the way of that one. Angle not great for that shot. Ray McClung. Good pick up there from Callanan. He's doing a power running through the midfield. There's a lot of space there now as the ball goes from one end to the other. Hayes looking for Murray at the top. Down in the last minute of this opening quarter, Noblet sends the ball forward, but Bennett already led away from that. Sutherland appeal for the foot, but umpire says no. And so just 20 seconds remaining. Jalen Harrison with that pass through, looking for Arthur in the centre. Sorry, that's Hugh Wicket. And so, end of quarter one, scores at 1-1. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the second quarter. So teams back on the pitch for the second quarter. A lot of quick ball movement through that first quarter. Saw the spaces open up in the midfield. Teams level 1-1 going into this second quarter. Certainly opportunities both ends would suggest there's going to be more goals to come. Govers. Wide to Hayes. Hayes with the ball. A free hit just outside the D. He'll pop it inside. And wins the penalty corner. Good result there for Sutherland. Northwest defenders appear somewhat bemused, but Scott O'Brien having nothing of it. So Sutherland set up. Govers and Noblet at the top, 2 batteries. Comes to Bennett. He takes it right. Was clearly looking for a deflection there from the left, but no blue stick on the end of it. So Northwest survive. Will now look to win the penalty, which they've done. New wicket there, winning that penalty. Cody Tribe on the left. Regan Harrison sends it down the sideline, and Scott Govers decides to let that one go over the back line. Hayes in the centre. Really slick receive from him. And he gets given the ball back for another go. Murray. Jalen Harrison there. I think he was really trying to sort of push Murray out of the way. Jones now. So Sutherland applying the pressure. Hayes sends it across the D. Nyland not able to trap there. Potter on the sideline. Forced to go down the line. Sutherland blocking off the passes into the centre. Noblet into Murray. He's dispossessed. Good working back by Henry Jones there. Govers penalised there for not being inside the 5. He protests, but the decision stands, as is normally the case when players protest. So green card there for, I think that's Ian McClung. A little back chat from the umpire's perspective. So he gets a 2-minute rest. Michael Taylor again and again into the bottom right. He gets some real pace on that drag flick. Ackroyd again beaten low to his right. You can see there on the replay how far Taylor drags that ball into the D. So he really is shooting from about 13 yards. And at that pace, Ackroyd has seen the ball go past him before he's got down to it. And Northwest with the 2-goal lead, courtesy 2 goals from Michael Taylor. Decision reversed there, and Northwest come forward quickly. Taylor sends it right. Wicket with the ball. Sutherland all in there, 25. Trying to keep this ball out of the D. Reagan Harrison, he goes left. Luke Potter. Space is opening up there. Goes into the D, unobstructed. Sutherland might have been counting their players there and took their eye off the man with the ball. Callanan. So Noblet and Govers. McClung back to Ray. McClung's back on the pitch, so Sutherland again at full strength. McClung working well down the left. Cody Tribe and now to Lane Carr. Northwest have done a good job there, working it out of defence. Paul Council just not wide enough for the pass, but it was good quick ball movement by Northwest. Noblet looks to the right. Got 2 players in front of Hayes. Hayes worked back well there to win that ball.
I knew it as soon as I saw it.
Taylor and Carr both putting pressure on Hayes. Callanan. McClung into Callanan again. Drops it out to Ray. Sutherland sends it right through Noblet and then to Gubbers. Gubbers and Taylor connect. Looks like Gubbers has come off the worst there. I think his left shoulder's not feeling too good. Murray with a good little touch there. Tribe. Potter to Carr. And he sends it down the sideline. Jalen Harrison. He's picked off by Ray. Sorry, by Gubbers. So the umpire's blowing Matthew Bennett there for inside the 5. And as that was inside the 25-yard area, it's a penalty corner to Northwest. And that's a disappointing outcome because Sutherland have suffered at the hands of Northwest's penalty corners. Michael Taylor in particular. He's found a path to goal down Nathan Ackroyd's right side. It'll be interesting to see if he goes for the same line this time, having had 2 successes there. I'm sure Ackroyd will have adjusted his line, so the opportunity may be to go to Ackroyd's left. Let's see what happens. Ball comes to Paul Council that time. He made the direct shot. And Ackroyd made a good save. Regan Harrison, wicket. And another penalty corner. This time the tackle or stick check from Callanan. That was well outside the D. So the umpires determined there was a deliberate infringement there. And Sutherland being so another penalty corner to Northwest. Taylor again on the first battery, Lane Carr to the right, second battery. Comes to Taylor. He got onto that one well, but this time Ackroyd was able to get his right kicker to it, not quite so wide, and a good save from Ackroyd. There was certainly no lack of pace on that one from Michael Taylor. It's not quite the same line that he had in the previous two successes. Jalen Harrison on the ball. Wins the penalty. But hemmed in by the Sutherland defence. Finds wicket. He gets the ball across the D, and Gover's well positioned to pick that one off and send it outside the 25. Potter looks infield. Finds Regan Harrison. Lane Carr mistraps there. And Noblet wins the relieving penalty. Goes wide to McClung. Sidelines open. Nyland picks it up. Henry Yoland trying to put pressure on. Nyland beats him, but the ball gets a bit far away from him. Zane Drennan back to Carr. Bennett backtracking. Yoland out wide. Sends the ball down the sideline. And Paul Council not controlling that ball off his feet. And a free hit to Sutherland. Noblet brings it away. Just over 3 minutes to go this second quarter. Sutherland down 2-1. And Northwest have certainly had the possession and the penalty corner opportunities in this quarter. Hayes out on the left. Had 3 to beat, which was too many. Council. Drennan drops it back. Taylor. Carr. Regan Harrison. Northwest trying to possess the ball here. Now they've found space on the right. Carried into the D. Henry Yoland with that play. Good little jink into the D, but just couldn't get enough space to do something with it. Hayes with the long overhead to the right. Bennett's going to get onto this. Needs an outcome here. Sends the ball across the tee. Cody Tribe with a little deflection over the back line. Not that far from into the goal. McClung. Hayes with the ball. Goes long, looking for Nyland. Cody Tribe got that ball up and out of harm's way. Hayes again from the 25. That pass picked off. Jalen Harrison brought it forward. Now with Carr. He goes right again. Zane Drennan sends it long. Harrison. Northwest finding a lot of space, particularly on the transition through the midfield. Transitioning the ball really quickly. So the umpire says not within 5. Both players were nowhere near stationary. That's a mystery, that one to me. Lane Carr sends the overhead down. Carr, no one in front. He's going to send it through the D. Gets the upright, so the ball stays in the field of play. And Bennett will just rest the ball there and watch the clock tick down. So at half-time, teams go in. Northwest with the 2-1 lead. 2 goals to Michael Taylor off the penalty corner. They've been deadly there from there today. And Sutherland with 1 goal to Alex Shaw. But there's a lot more goals to come in this game. There's oodles of space through the midfield. Both teams penetrating the D. Hope you stay with us for an exciting second half. So teams back on the pitch for the second half. Northwest Strikers with the lead, 2-1. 2 penalty corners to Michael Arthur. Michael Taylor, sorry. Cody Tribe with the relieving overhead down the sideline. No one there to pick it up. Hayes. Taylor shadowing him. Ball comes back through both Jones and Murray. Govers. Sends it back to Ray, across to Noblet. Looking infield to Bennett. He's inside the D. Looking to the penalty spot. Ball falls to Hayes. Got 3 on him and they come away. Council with the ball. Lane Carr. Gets past Govers. Council. And his pass through the centre was only to Mitch Ray. Michael Taylor picks off Henry Jones and brings it back. Harrison with the shot. McClung picks the rebound off Ackroyd. Nyland working deep. McClung into Hayes. And Jack Hayes takes a 2-minute rest for back chat. Ball into the D. Ackroyd on the deck. Makes a save. All Council working hard there. Sutherland almost exposed there. Well, they were exposed and Ackroyd had to scramble, keep that one out. So Sutherland down a player with Hayes on the bench. Taylor comes forward trying to dispossess Murray. Noblet. Still with the ball on the sideline. Long run there by Noblet, but he really would have liked to find someone in support rather than beating the 5th player. Tribe and Taylor. So wicket. Tribe. Reagan Harrison, Lane Carr, back to Harrison. So Northwest just steadily working the ball forward. Sutherland have retreated all to their 25. And they found Luke Potter in space there down the right. Unfortunately for him, not able to control the overhead on the run. Long ball from Noblet, finds Hayes back on the pitch. Taylor. Good little tackle there from Callanan, but the ball comes back. Taylor with it again. Callanan dispossesses and Govers comes away with it. Stick check there from Lane Carr, tackling from behind. Henry Jones. Little jink there over Potter's stick. Govers. Noblet. No real movement up front. Nyland making a lead, but not a lot to pass to. Potter. Murray with the tackle. Good work by Murray. Wins that and turns it to Callanan. Looking for someone wide to the right. Had to settle for Govers behind him. And Lane Carr intercepts there. Into Taylor. So Northwest controlling the ball generally pretty well here, forcing Sutherland to chase them. Shaw on now. And that ball through from Potter, not well directed. A fairly easy turnover for Sutherland's defence. Callanan finds Hayes. No one in front of him though, so he's run it forward. He's got Jones on the far side. And there's enough Northwest defenders there to pinch it and bring the ball wide to the sideline. Alex Shaw putting some pressure on there. But three Northwest strikers passing the ball around him. Potter carrying it forward. Callanan in front. Carr finds wicket wide. Taylor. And Potter out wide. So good progress down the field from Northwest. Sutherland forced to retreat. Nyland right back in defence. Noblet now. Has Murray. Noblet goes wide to McClung, to Hayes, and a rare mistrap there over the sideline. Cheap turnover for Northwest, but one they'll appreciate. Reagan Harrison from the side. McClung. Got Noblet in field. To Murray. Callanan and Hayes. And he sends the ball into the centre, but it's a long pass. And Sutherland try again from the 25. Hayes leads back, gets the ball. And another decision from the umpire sees Jack Hayes take a yellow card this time. He's off. I think the call was a shoulder in the back. But Hayes is off the pitch for 5 minutes this time. Umpires conferring.
I would have been about there.
So the decision appears to be a ball to Sutherland from the 25. Noblet. Taylor picks that off quite easily. Murray now, that's a good intercept from him. Sutherland need to, and down a player, they need to adapt to that now. Another goal for Northwest would be very telling. Alex Shaw there. Mitch Ray trying to put pressure on Northwest in the D, and Noblet able to protect his left foot there and win the possession. So Noblet carries forward.
There's just acid coming backwards and forwards. He was saying the strikers didn't come back and defend, that's why.
So Noblet sends it to Ray, open side.
I think you said brutal, to be fair.
Callanan. And a mistrap there from Noblet. Ball over the sideline. Potter. Reagan Harrison with the ball down the sideline. Potter. Alex Shaw wins that. But Sutherland winning their turnovers deep. In through Taylor, mistrapped by him. Callanan pounces, pops it forward for Henry Jones, but he couldn't collect that one. Fletcher, wide to Carr. Taylor will be challenged by Callanan. Back to Ray. Murray. Now with McClung, Bennett. And outside to McClung. Shaw. Sutherland working it forward. They've got to be patient here, retain this possession. Now with McClung. Murray. Fletcher in front of him. Good control there from Murray, retains the possession. Callanan, back to Noblet. And an error there from Sutherland, so all that good work bringing the ball forward. And an unforced error sees the ball over the sideline and a turnover to Northwest. 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Hayes comes back on the field, so Sutherland back to full strength. Henry Jones wins the turnover there off Taylor. And Sutherland have the free hit, so better field position here. Hayes on the ball. Has Murray to his left, goes to Jones. And Potter wins that contest. Carries the ball down the left. Infield. Council, back to Drennan. Ray blocks the shot. Good effort by Ray getting forward on that. It was a solid shot from Drennan. Nyland into Hayes. Good control, but a long pass there for Bennett.
That's skill. He meant to do that.
Not sure what that penalty was for. And I don't think Jack Hayes was either. Mitch Ray into Noblet. Now with Callanan. Carr in front. And tries to lay the ball off to Shaw, but not reading each other. Ray mistrap there, but McClung able to clean up. Noblet brings it forward. Looking for the long pass with just a couple of seconds remaining in the quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, scores remain as they were at half-time. Northwest with the 2-1 lead. Frustrating quarter for Sutherland, but has to be said, too many unforced errors and turnovers. We'll see how they go in the fourth quarter, trying to recover and get back on even terms. Back in a couple of minutes. So teams back on. Final quarter. Sutherland behind 2-1. They left it till the final few seconds to snatch a draw last week in their game against Ryde. Probably not the ideal strategy. So Northwest with the 1-goal lead and threatening a bit of a boil over here if they can hold on to it. Bennett up to put pressure, and A bit of extra effort there. Puts the pressure on, forces the error. Nyland now with the ball. Matthew Bennett. Not sure what happened there, but Matthew Bennett rubbing his shoulder or elbow. So Hayes with the ball there inside the D. I think the umpire might have called him for backing into the player there. That time Hayes pushing up, so a couple of signs there that Sutherland trying to take the game more to Northwest, put a little bit more pressure on their defence, force the error. Noblet looking for a long pass there, cut out by Tribe. Potter. Potter into Arth, into Taylor. Jalen Harrison winning the penalty there. Stick hooked. Taylor tries to get it through the D, but Cullinan intercepts. Drops it out to Henry Jones. Jones with the body check there. Fletcher sends it back to Tribe, and Northwest try their luck down the left. Lane Carr, Cullinan in front. Good work from Murray there. And wins the penalty for a little bit of obstruction. Govers on the ball. Into Hayes, but mistrap from him. And turnover. Northwest happy to play the ball in Sutherland's half, and particularly Sutherland's quarter. They're certainly trying to play the possession game, not necessarily rush into the circle, but hold that ball as long as they can up high. And they come forward. Lane Carr, that's 3 penalties in a row. Sutherland need to take care here. Taylor and Northwest trying to find the penalty for the player inside the 5. Unlucky for Callanan there. And umpire said Northwest weren't taking that free hit expeditiously. Handed the ball to Sutherland. Callanan bringing it forward under pressure from Taylor. Ball, that free hit's just outside the 25. So Sutherland are at the right end of the pitch now. They need to retain the possession here. Hayes with the ball and the shot. And Bennett on hand for the rebound. So O'Brien makes the initial save, but the ball just pops out. Shot from Hayes there, and you see Bennett just there in the right spot for the rebound from O'Brien, and Sutherland equalise through Matthew Bennett. Northwest will wonder how Jack Hayes find that space on the top of the D. He had clear space for a shot on goal. So game's back on level terms after that moment of excitement. Potter back to Tribe. Regan Harrison. Drennan. Good evasion. Got 4 around him. And not able to retain the ball. Sutherland get it away. Alex Shaw sends it down the sideline. And cleverly over the sideline just in front of the back line. Tribe finds Lane Carr and Callanan dispossesses him, and then Carr does the same to Murray. Taylor sends it long. Drennan. Covers beaten. McClung on hand though. And now with Callanan. Jones gets a stick on that one. Now with Murray to Callanan. Hayes running right. Just outside the D. Lane Carr running it up the sideline. So 9 minutes remaining. Potter sends it down the sideline again. Carr and looking for Drennan up high. Covers harassing, but Drennan gets past him. Murray in front. Jones and Noblet there. Potter sends it to Carr. And into Taylor. Comes right to Fletcher. Henry Jones makes the tackle. Jalen Harrison. Trying to manufacture a shot, but there was no angle there, and Ackroyd had it covered. Taylor, Drennan, just dispossessed by Murray there, an important tackle. Govers. McClung and to Murray. Drennan, Council. And ball just not controlled, wobbles onto his feet. Enough for Sutherland to get the possession. They're still trying to work it out of this defence now with Hayes. Long ball through to Nyland, and O'Brien comes quickly up to challenge. Gets right off his line. That was good goalkeeping by Sean O'Brien. And it has to be said, a super pass from Jack Hayes to find Nyland out there unattended. Murray. Stick check there from Murray. So pressure relieved for Northwest. McClung. Sorry, that was Alex Shaw. Probably should have been McClung. Lane Carr out wide. Touches that ball in field, but Henry Jones backtracking, picked it up. McGregor, Bennett. Hayes, but mistrapped by him. Ball falls to Jalen Harrison. Got Drennan out there. He picks it up. Paul Council leading very high. But Mitch Ray tracks back for him. Taylor now. There's a lot of Sutherland players in defence. Fletcher and Taylor mistraps there, so that's an easy turnover. And Sutherland now come forward. Hayes. And not so well directed that pass by Sex, Shaw and Bennett. 6 minutes to go. Carr sends it long. Ray gets across, sends the ball out. Long overhead. Wicket. Got Murray in front. Finds Fletcher. Actually finds Fletcher's foot. So Sutherland get to come away again. I'll try and get players forward. Alex Shaw running deep. Hayes with the ball, runs it through the midfield. Shadowed by Taylor. Hayes on the ball. Sends it across the field. Ball falling into a group of players there. Umpire blows it for the defence. And a mistrap there from Drennan out wide. Hayes. That's past Taylor. Murray. And to McClung. So 4.5 minutes going. McClung intercepts there. Sends it back to Murray. Callanan and Govers. Out to Noblet and through McClung. Noblet finds Govers wide in lots of space. Bennett. And a mistrap there. That was good construction from Sutherland. Held the ball and opened the space on the right-hand side. Yoland loses out to Ray, who sends the ball long to Shaw. And a good pick by Shaw there. On Fletcher now with Bennett. 2 to beat, but can't get past Taylor and Harrison. Potter and Bennett working hard there. He actually keeps the ball in field, so Sutherland win the turnover. Hayes now with Ray wide to the left. So Sutherland lifted their game, trying to find this third goal. Wicket finds Drennan, just Callanan in front. Now Noblet. End-to-end stuff. Hayes sends the ball long. It's going to find Bennett. Right out on the sideline. Bennett tries for the Tommer into the spot. Picked off by Northwest. Taylor sends it left. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Carr. Ray won the ball there, but only after lifting it. Potter. Murray. Hayes now. Looks long. Finds Bennett. Umpire there. No hesitation. O'Brien out on Bennett. But as Bennett's moved the ball wide, has entangled with Sean O'Brien on the ground. Didn't see that there in the replay, but in real time that looked like a pretty obvious penalty, and in that situation, not difficult to see the penalty stroke decision. So Scott Govers comes up just on a minute remaining in regulation time, so probably a final opportunity. Scott Govers. And the ball is in the net. O'Brien almost got across to it, but there was enough pace on it. See there O'Brien moving, but ball gets his glove to it, but not enough of a glove to stop the ball into the net. 20 seconds remaining. Sutherland up 3-2. Harrison lifts that. Pressing forward. Sutherland will play this to the sideline. Alex Shaw, Jack Hayes. And Sutherland get the ball from the sideline. And time expires. So, end of the fourth quarter. A 3-2 win to Sutherland. And a tightly contested game for both teams. I hope you've enjoyed the afternoon's hockey. Sutherland running out winners 3-2 in this PL1 game. So on behalf of the production crew, this is Craig Turner signing off for the afternoon. And hope you'll be able to join our live stream tomorrow for some of the lower grade men's and games and the senior women. Bye for now.